guys, today's video is going to be a very interesting experiment where I will be using the same sheet mask for 2 times in a row. Today and tomorrow I'll be using the same sheet mask, and in the beauty community it's actually regarded as a big crime, to reuse your sheet mask is a big no-no, and there are reasons for it. Reasons being bacterial infections and contamination and stuff like that, but I think there are ways to work around this. I'm not really sure, but I have some ideas in my mind, so that's what I'll be trying out in today's experimental video, and tracking my progress and the results with you all. Also keeping my fingers crossed so that I hope that my skin doesn't break out completely in the process of all this. So yes guys, if you want to know how this thing turns out, just keep watching this video to find out. So these are the last few sheet masks still remaining in my collection, and I'll be using the lemon one basically for a very practical reason. I also have a lemon facial essence with me from the same brand. So suppose tomorrow I run out of serum, the serum dries up or whatever, I might need this facial essence to add a little extra serum later. I'm not sure, just keeping my options open for now. And this is how I'm going to open the pack. First, I'm going to just iron it down flat with my fingers so that all the excess serum from the sheet mask just falls down at the bottom of the pack. I don't want to use up any excess serum today, because usually when you use a sheet mask, there's too much of serum which you use on your hands, legs, neck and all of that. I don't want to use up that excess serum. I'll just use whatever I need. Now opening the pack and taking out the sheet mask very carefully, and also once again wiping it off the edges of the pack to take out all the excess serum which is remaining. We don't want to use up any excess serum. Now this pack, I'm going to keep it like very safely in one corner. And then now moving to the sheet mask. So this is the sheet mask I have. One quick thing I want to mention guys, I have cleaned up my face really well. It's been about 10-15 minutes. I scrubbed my face, I washed and I scrubbed my face, and this is what I'm using now. So make sure your skin is very clean, because we will be using the sheet mask and you don't want any contamination and all of that. Oh come on, just open up already. So yeah, just gonna use this on my face now and leave this on for about 15 minutes. Guys, I'm a little scared right now because after removing the sheet mask, I still see a lot of serum on my skin. I'm not really sure if I'll have enough remaining for tomorrow. I can see a little bit of serum at the bottom of the pack, but I don't know if it'll be enough. And as for the sheet mask guys, I have very nicely kept this on a clean plate, okay? And I'll quickly show you what I'm going to do with this. For the next step, I'm mixing antibacterial face wash with water on a clean plate. I'll put the link for the face wash I'm using in the description box below. And on this, we are going to clean up our sheet mask. Now, this is a very important step because the biggest reason why we are asked not to use the same sheet mask twice is because from the first day, it collects a lot of bacteria from your skin, and if you use it again, it can transfer the bacteria back into your skin on the day 2. So we want to eliminate that step, and for that we are using this formula. So clean this up nice and good and be very gentle while you're folding it up. Remember, sheet masks are extremely delicate, and if you don't treat this properly, it can actually tear midway very easily. Obviously, we need to rinse off all the face wash. You can hold this under a tap of running water. I'm lowering this in a glass of water because I kind of need to film this video and it's kind of much easier for me to do it like that. And once you're done cleaning up the sheet mask, just lay it flat on another clean plate. Now we are going to add to this a little bit of hyaluronic acid facial serum. This is an ingredient which can actually hold up to 1000 times its weight in water. Because you want the sheet mask to remain fresh like brand new till tomorrow when we use it again, just apply this nice and evenly all over, fold it up carefully, and that's it. And finally, I'm going to put this back to where it belongs, the same pack where it came from. So I'm just going to keep this in a refrigerator guys, because I really am worried about the serum drying up till tomorrow. I really don't want that happening. I'll actually put a little stapler here and then put this in the refrigerator for tomorrow's use. And here's what I want to tell you all, that when you're doing this, please make sure that you shake this up a little well, because all the serum is still at the bottom. So when you shake this up, you know that the serum is actually touching the sheet mask. So yes, that's all for today. I like how my skin is feeling. It always feels good after a sheet mask. But I don't know about tomorrow, so just keep watching to see how tomorrow. Alright guys, so this is day 2 of the experiment, and I'm gonna shake this pack like nobody's business. I want all the serum to get absorbed in the sheet mask, and that's very, very important. So I've been doing this since the last 2 minutes, by the way, huh? And all right, so yeah, after 2 minutes of doing this and also a few more seconds on camera, let's see how this thing works out. Okay, so I don't smell anything bad, anything weird. Usually, when beauty products expire or go bad, they smell weird. I don't smell anything. Okay, all right. So, not that scared of putting this on my skin, to be very honest, because we have cleaned this up really well. I highly doubt that anything could go wrong because it's cleaned up. The only thing that could go wrong is that it hasn't absorbed the serum well, and maybe I have missed out something in the formula. So we are not using the facial essence today. I thought I might need to use it, but I'm not going to use it because it does seem pretty sticky. And here we go. So I like the fact that this sheet mask hasn't shrunk in size or changed in shape in any way because of the stretching and pulling yesterday. This is a good sign, guys, because let me tell you, sheet masks are actually very, very delicate, like I told you yesterday. Also, you shouldn't be talking when you're applying the sheet mask, but I'll just do this quickly right now because I want to talk about this. It's important. So what happens that because they're so delicate, they can stretch very easily. They can also shrink very easily when you are washing it in water. So you have to do all of that very slowly, very carefully. So I'm definitely glad that that doesn't seem to have happened. And now I'm just gonna leave this on for about 15 minutes. Just one thing, guys, before I forget. I'm also gonna spray a little bit of rose water so that it remains stuck on my skin really well. Okay, so just gonna do this. Okay, so I use a little bit of rose water here to kind of just keep this stuck on my skin. And I'm going to leave this on for about 15 minutes and come back to you after 15 minutes and see what happens. So yes guys, 15 minutes are over and I am very carefully observing my skin. So yes, today there is actually more serum on my face than there was yesterday, I think. Because yesterday we were very, very careful with the amount of serum we were using. Today we used up all of the rest. So that's a good sign. Although, it's really funny. Usually after a sheet mask, after you're done applying the sheet mask and removing it, the serum which stays back, it feels a little sticky on the skin. Like not very sticky, but slightly sticky, right? Today, it's not feeling that sticky. I'm actually feeling a lot of water. I think it's because we washed it yesterday and then we also used the rose water later. So that has definitely impacted things. I would have to say that even though there is more serum, because of all the water content that got absorbed because of all the washing and the rose water which we had to use, there is less impact of the serum today, for sure. Alright guys, so time for the final conclusion and feedback. Here's what I would suggest. Number one, definitely after you clean up and just before you apply the hyaluronic acid, just before that step, when you've cleaned it up, just take your sheet mask and press it down between your fingers like this and squeeze out as much water as possible. Very, very important to squeeze out the water because obviously on the next day it will mix with the serum and it will just dissolve the serum consistency, which you don't want. You want the serum to remain intact as much as possible. So that is the first thing I would mention. Second thing, I just realized this. If you are going to use the sheet mask for the second time after 2-3 days, like I use it immediately on the next day because I couldn't wait to do this experiment. But if you're going to use a sheet mask after 2-3 days, number one, add a little, like 1 or 2 drops of apple cider vinegar. Not too much because that will impact the sheet mask, but add a little bit of apple cider vinegar as a preservative. And number two, definitely keep it in the refrigerator. I think that's very important because you don't want the serum to go away. You also want the sheet mask to remain really fresh. So I think if you do these two things that will actually help you a lot. And on the second use, yes, you will not have the same kind of an impact. The serum consistency will change a little bit, but if you maintain it well, if you do it right, you can use the same sheet mask twice. So to the entire beauty community that has been telling everyone that you can't use the same sheet mask twice, I think you can, as long as you do it right. So yes, I definitely like how my skin is looking. It's feeling soft, and because I actually used this 2 days in a row, my skin was already pretty hydrated, like you saw in the beginning of the video today. Not yesterday's video, but in today's video, I think you could see a difference. My skin was already feeling a little hydrated because I had just used a sheet mask yesterday. So if you use it 2 days in a row, the skin hydration levels will be just fine, and you don't need to, throw it away at all. So that's all I wanted to share in today's experiment, guys. I think this was a pretty successful experiment. The second day was not that great, but I think it was still pretty successful because it's not bad for your skin. It works out reasonably well, and the skin looks hydrated, so why not? You save all the money. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I'm so happy that I did this. I've actually been thinking of doing this for a really, really long time, but I just never ended up doing it. So yeah, I think I should do more experimental videos soon because they make me very happy if they're successful. And yeah, all the links of whatever I have used today will be in the description box below. I know some of you will be wondering that why has she used so many Good Vibes products? Because I actually wanted to use the products from the same brand, like the sheet mask and the facial essence. I don't know where it is. I've probably kept it away. Yesterday I showed you the facial essence also. I have kept both of these from the same brand because obviously, the consistency, the style of preparing it will be very similar, right? And the face wash which I've used is also from Good Vibes because I just felt that a Good Vibes sheet mask should be cleaned with a Good Vibes face wash. That was just my theory. I was just experimenting, so I wanted to do everything in the right steps in the right order. Of course, you can use whatever you want, but I definitely like these products because they have worked well for my skin and I like how my skin is feeling. So yes, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell icon for notifications, and keep coming back to SuperWowStyle for more. My hairband is falling. Thanks for watching, guys, and bye bye.